I had procured an amount of AMT from Sigma Aldrich recently, and had taken just enough on one particular night, 15 to 25 milligrams, to know that I liked it, and that I would want to try it again in a higher dose. I was just waiting for the right time. I had taken a measured 500 milligrams amount of AMT and broke it into 12, as best I could, same-sized piles, which I put into mostly full OO gel caps of vitamin C for ingestion. History. A friend of mine who I'd hung out with extensively in an after-work, we were both workhorses at a pizza place, drinking fashion, gave me a call, around 9:30 p.m. He was looking for some something which I'd been able to provide for him on several occasions, but we had never had the opportunity to take them at the same time, though we had tried. Something had always come up and ruined our fun, but not this time. John is a few years older than me, although I am considerably more experienced entheogenically, and had done shrooms once a fair time ago and liked it, and had done ecstasy numerous times in rave-like environments and at home. He had never done acid and did not know what it was like. I go to his place, where he is hanging out with two roommates smoking pot, and tell him that I can't get but I have something better. There is a bane, however, and that is that I only have 2 doses, and if we trip, we're tripping alone. He is completely unaware of the situation and quite stoned, and I must have been less than clear in my explanation as to what it was and why he wouldn't be able to split it between himself and one of his roommates. The AMT was the same color as the vitamin C, so it couldn't be split up, because they told me later that they thought I was saying that I'd mixed it up myself. I got a bit of a laugh about that, but it caused him some initial apprehension I was unaware of. By 11, we still have not yet dropped, trying to get from someone else, when I remember that it is Saturday and we can go see a laser light show, proffer, done, of the wall. I decide right then I'm dropping whether he does or not, although he has never seen a LLS. I convince him it's a must-do, and he quickly follows suit. Over the next hour, I slowly watch the perma-grin develop on this fellow's face. AMT to me can best be described with the following analogy. If acid is a Chevy Nova, fast, loud engine, somewhat noisy when it gets going, engine fumes, and very much an in-your-face car, then AMT is a BMW Z3. Does all the same things, moves you from A to B, can go fast, burns gasoline to create propulsion, but there is definitely a line between the two. The Z3 is just plain nicer, and that's what you pay the extra money for. Same thing here. With LSD, you get mad visuals, trails, highly suggestible state, accompanied by an acute awareness of the vibes of others. AMT gives you all of those things. However, there is none of that unending mindfuck that accompanies the usual acid trip. For example, something that always accompanies my trips is an awareness of seeing faces where I know none exist. Lava lamps, rugs, wallpaper, etc. Let's say I see a big panther head in the rug. On acid, I might do the following. Oh look, there's a panther head. Panthers remind me of the jungle, like the one I saw at Six Flags like that. Time I went there for physics class like school, when I used to see my friend Jeff. Hey, I remember a different Jeff. I used to work with at that camp. Camping is cool, speaking of cool, in my head, in the matter of about 5 seconds. That is what acid does. It makes your mind trip. Or I might see the vision of a floating head and its mouth looks like it's moving, and I'll try to make out what it's saying, and all of a sudden I'd realize that what I'm thinking it's saying will make it say that. You can play with the visuals in many forms and influence them. That is how acid is loud, because all of those thoughts running through your head make you lose track easily, etc. We call it mindfuck. AMT, on the other hand, I might see that exact floating panther head. However, this time I'm just thinking, hey, look at that floating panther head. That's cool. How often can I see something as cool as a panther head in something as boring as the rug? That's cool. Next topic, visual. And that makes it worthwhile. There are still much a suggestible state, and it lasts a long time. At 3:40 p.m., my friend leaves me a message on my voicemail. Dude, it's been almost 15 hours. I'm still going. Wow! Anyway, thanks for the good part about it is, I've found I can sleep on it. Because it doesn't make your mind fly at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you can calmly sink into the trip and find that it's the next day. Woke up feeling great and still a little loopy far into the following evening, probably because I was smoking pot much of the time. I don't much anymore, only when tripping. All in all, I enjoyed the experience very much and feel that the car analogy describes the dichotomy of the experience between AMT and LSD as good as any, and that it is worth that extra 20,000 to get the Beamer. If you can find it, try it. My friend also thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and we both consider himself to have had the perfect first trip. Combining the laser light show, a short city walk, highly recommended if you live near an urban area. Just walk around the main areas. You'll know why when you're doing it. Back to my apartment, where we watched a DVD psychedelic journey, Odyssey into the Mind's Eye, look for it, and smoked a lot of extremely nice indoor. The conversation was fantastic, and aforementioned it was much less difficult to maintain one than on acid. I give it an A.